Hello, Michael Wynn, Chief Digital Officer at Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. And today we're going to talk about why are you letting people escape the digital back door? Did you leave the back door open? Yes, in fact, you did. And we hear that a lot from um, people who are spending time, energy, and resources in driving traffic to their website, and they're not seeing the conversions that they want to see. And so whether it's sending traffic via your social media, or whether you're sending it through an email newsletter or special offers, or if you've got digital ads that are running on various websites or blogs, they come, they look around, and they leave without taking the action that you want, whether that's to buy a product, sign up for something, download something, whatever that call to action is. They're not doing it, and then they leave, and you don't see them again, and you lose that opportunity. So retargeting is like sprinkling a little magical digital be-back dust on your website visitors. So first of all, I guess, why does it happen? Well, I think it's very interesting. I recently read a report from Facebook that was talking about 91% of Facebook ad revenue comes from mobile devices, which makes sense. I mean, we're on our mobile devices when we are on our various social media platforms. So, we could be standing in line waiting for, our lunch, or we're standing in line, checking out at the grocery store. We're sitting in our car waiting for the eternal red light to change. We're looking at our phones while commercials are on, and so we're clicking, we're checking things out, we're window shopping, digital window shopping on our phones. So what happens? That's why it happens, is because we are obsessed. Some of society, and got a little case of ADHD, or we just can't stop. We got to be doing, and our phones are our vehicle to do that. So I think that when we're thinking about retargeting, you have to understand that behavior as a society, that's how we operate. So how does it work? So retargeting basically is like a pixel, which is a digital tag that goes on the device for that person that visits your website. And think about Shark Week, right? When they shoot those sharks with the little tags, and then they can track them all around wherever they swim. Same thing with the retargeting pixel. It's that digital tag that goes on the device. So it doesn't matter if it's your tablet, if it is your laptop, if it's your phone, it really doesn't matter. So what happens? So that little digital tag starts to collect data, and that data it includes what is it that the visitor is looking at, how long did they look at it for, and where are they when they look at it? Like, what is their physical location or their IP address, to get technical. So that's how it works, is when you have that pixel set up on your website, it collects the data, what people are looking at, how long they looked at it, and where they're from. So now with that information, you're armed with visitor intent. What was their intentions when they came to your website? Did they intend to, book an appointment? Did they intend to, download a song? Did they intend to make a reservation? Did they intend to maybe go to an event? Whatever it is, you get that information, and then you can leverage that visitor intent with your ads, with your creative. So the behavior on your site, your creative can then be matched to their interest, which is great. Like, I don't mind advertising as long as it is tailored to what I like. Don't show me an ad, for something that I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in retirement living right now. Like, I'm a young, vibrant 47-year-old. I'm not ready to retire yet, so don't show me ads for that. Sorry. And so, that's just an example of not matching the interest correctly. So once you can match that creative with their interest, you can then re-engage them or show them that creative that's matched with their interest on all the websites that they visit, social media accounts, whether that's Facebook or Instagram, YouTube, whatever the platform is, as well as email. I can't, so many times I was just shopping for something for the office, just a little hand truck thing, and a couple of days later, I get an email from Amazon. Hey, remember that hand cart for the office? Well, here it is, and here's 3 more that are like it. So that's an example of, and I'm sure you've seen it before, where you go on Facebook, and over in the column or in the middle of the feed, you see that picture of that sofa that you were looking at, a couple of days ago from IKEA or wherever it was. And it's like, hey, remember this? Click here, 20% off shipping, or whatever the offer might be. So I think we kind of get now that retargeting is, again, it's like that magical bee back dust to bring people back to your site once you've spent all this time, energy, and money driving people to your website. So what's the strategy? I think the smart strategy is to think of it as a funnel, because you really need to kind of think of it in chunks of thirds. I think at the top of the funnel, if you were to, kind of create that V, and that widest part at the top would be the awareness, or just sort of the general, person that comes to your website that really didn't demonstrate any very specific, products or services. So have that top area strategy and creative for just general awareness. And then think about the next group of people sort of in the middle as prospects. In other words, they've expressed interest in a very specific service or a very specific product, and now you want to show them a stronger call to action and creative that's matched with their interest. And then lastly, at the bottom is, think of that as your retention or your return client. So using your list of people that have already subscribed to or already purchased items, use that to show them upsell products or additional features that they might like based on their purchases or existing relationship with you online. So that's really the way the funnel should be set up, and you should break up your campaigns into those to make sure you cover all your bases, from creating general awareness, cultivating prospects, and then also focusing on client retention. So I think at the end of the day, the takeaway is that retargeting keeps that digital ad wheel spinning and keeping people coming back to your website for an opportunity for them to take action, whether that be sign up for a product or purchase services or download, whatever a product is that you might be. So how much should you spend? I think that's a big question. So if your website has less than 10,000 visitors per month, you should budget about $50 to $175 per week in your retargeting. If you have more than 10,000, you should allocate about $200 to $450 per week. And then of your total budget, a recent survey came out and said that 51% of people who have advertising say they spend roughly 10 to 12% of their advertising budget on retargeting. And then 25% said that they spend in between that 12 to 20% of their ad budget goes to retargeting. So that's Retargeting 101 for you. My name is Michael Wynn. I am the Chief Digital Officer, Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. Thank you for your time, and hope you have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow.